I'm very satisfied. I'm very satisfied with the comments I've been receiving on my video, Hair Loss, Lying Girls, Insecure Guys. I'm very satisfied. It's helping me grow as a person. See, that's what makes movies good. Why are Marvel movies good and DC movies up until Wonder Woman haven't been? They haven't had dynamic characters. You want to see your protagonist grow. Okay? You want to see me grow. You want to see me change. You want to see me evolve, and I want to see the same for you. What good are we if we stay the same people? We need to always be evolving. We need to, therefore, be interesting and dynamic because we grow as people. So, I made the video pointing out the fact that so many people watched that video I made called about the 2 single girls that I interviewed and their honest thoughts about hair loss, and they talked about all the things they actually do look for in a guy. And then when I brought up hair loss, they kind of shrugged it off saying, well, we both dated guys that are bald and it wasn't a big deal. We've dated him, and one girl said, I even dated him when he had hair and when he didn't have hair. It was no big deal. But the overwhelming reaction to that is the girls are lying. So I talk about that from time to time. I think it's an important staple in this channel that we understand that better. And I think thanks to this comment from Robert, I'm even understanding it better too. I want to read you what our good friend Robert had to say about my video, Hair Loss, Lying Girls, Insecure Guys. Here's what he says. Quote, Robert, here he is. Quote, the two sides, the bad but affable interviewer, which is me, no offense, he says, and baldness advocate, which is me, versus the brothel advocate. Because this one guy was saying, what good are girls? You might as well go to a brothel anyway. Who cares about girls? That's how messed up his perception of the world. Robert goes on to say, quote, I'll take neither side in that argument, thank you very much. I never said they lied. I said they sugarcoated the truth a bit, which is something you have a tendency to do as well. Obviously, hair loss matters to women to some degree. Is it a deal breaker? No. Generally not. But it's a factor in one's appearance and therefore dateability. I went to the dentist today, a little bit unfiltered, perhaps. Cheers. End quote. See, this is good. I like this comment. It challenges me. It helps me. Now, here's my reaction to that because I think there's a lot of truth in what Robert said. Let me start off with the main one for you, where he says, hair loss matters to women to some degree, but is it a deal breaker? No. Okay, that's the fundamental issue I want us to focus on in this video. Do women notice hair loss? Okay, but is it a deal breaker? No. Now, I want to build on that concept. So let's think about this. Let's say you're on a dating website, and on your profile you're clearly balding, and then there's this other guy who has a full head of hair. Now it's easy to assume that the girl looks at the bald guy and says, oh, he's ugly. Oh, but the guy with hair, oh, he's attractive. It's easy to assume that, but then we tend to forget that you can be a good-looking guy with or without hair, and just because you have hair doesn't mean you're more attractive than the guy who's bald. Or she could read his profile and see that he's a boring guy, or she doesn't like him for whatever other reasons she reads about him. Because remember, women aren't as physical as men. So when they want to know your story and know who you are, that has a lot to do with it. They don't want to date another loser, another jerk. They want to know that this guy is worth her time. Okay? But even then, that's a scenario which is not so real life. Okay? If you're dating online, one thing, okay, maybe. But in the real world, it doesn't actually work that way because you have the ability to talk to the girl. Now, imagine over a decade ago when I met my wife. Okay? It was all about my approach and my charm, right? But even, I'm 5'9". Let's say she was 6'1". It wouldn't have stopped me. I would have still done what I did. And if she felt weird about dating a shorter guy, so be it. It wouldn't have bothered me. It wouldn't have stopped me. Okay? But some men's own hair loss stops them from being confident. It's that paradox. Well, Nick, I'd be more confident if I had hair. And then says the bald guy who's confident, well, I don't have hair and I do have the confidence anyway. You know? So we got that going on to always consider. But I think ultimately if we're going to say, well, yeah, but women are attracted to guys who have hair. They're attracted. If you want to believe that girls are lying, and you want to fundamentally believe that girls are not attracted to balding men, again, it shows what you don't know about women. we'd have to assume I know something about women because I've been married to one for 9 years, and I've been with her for over 10 years altogether. I know something about women, and I know that the looks thing is just the looks thing. That's the tip of the iceberg, if that. It's all the other stuff, your ability to make her laugh, to make her feel good about herself, to ask her questions, to listen, to provide a glimpse of a future together, to be ambitious, to have a skill set, the ability to make money, to be caring and kind for others. She's actually judging you on that. And your own charm can get through the no hair thing if that even was the issue that you're making it to be. So I'm not going to say that she's not a notice, but I'm saying the thing that actually matters is your ability to woo her. You probably don't listen to country music, but my wife is a huge country music fan. And if you listen to like 3 songs, 3 like modern country songs where a guy is singing, just listen to the lyrics. All it is the guy charming the girl with his words. That's what it comes down to. It doesn't come down to the hair, it comes down to your ability to charm a girl. With confidence that you may not even have, but it doesn't even matter as long as she believes that you are confident. Fake it till you make it. That's how this whole channel started, but don't tell anybody. All right, so we're never going to get the honest interview that we want, where we find out what girls really, whether hair loss really bothers them. But I think that's the fundamental issue. We're asking the wrong question to begin with. We're focusing on something she's not even interested in anyway. Those girls are always eager to tell what makes them actually attracted to a guy. And even if they were downplaying the fact that they didn't want to date a balding guy, which I don't believe, even if they were, they're much more passionate about all that other stuff. Oh, that he can make me laugh. Oh, that he treats me nice. That he asks me how my day was. That he opens the door for me. They're passionate about that. They're passionate about that. And then when they talk about being bald, they kind of get confused. Like, why is he asking me this? You can tell it in their response. You can tell what they're passionate about and what they're not. What you should do is follow the girl's passion. Follow those things she's passionate about. Those things that she finds attractive. She cares about those things. The hair loss, it's like, why are you even bringing this up? I thought we were talking about stuff that matters. You can see that in the interviews. You can tell when their eyes light up. He can make me laugh. He's kind to me. All these things. And then hair, what? You can see that in the interviews. So we can act all day. Does it matter? Will girls not like me because I'm losing my hair? We're asking the wrong question. It only indicates that you don't understand how the female mind works. Let's face it. I know how the female mind works much better than you do. If I've been married for 9 years, by default, I do. So much of my experience and my intellect on this is based on the fact I've been married for 9 years. So, fundamental issue. Win a girl over without your hair, but instead your confidence. And the funny thing is, it might actually be easier to do that than to try to save your hair and still get the girl. If you're trying to chase your hair, you can't chase the girl, right? Forget the hair. Pretend that you have confidence. Be that charming, swooning guy in the country music song, and you get the girl. There's no need to interview a girl about what she really thinks about hair loss. And as far as my character arc, there you go. That's where I'm at. I realize it's pointless, it's fruitless to interview girls about that. We're wasting our time about that. Everything you need to know, I've just said in this video. And Robert's right. Do girls notice? Sure. Fine, whatever. But it's not the fundamental issue. The fundamental issue is that girl wants to be charmed like the guy in that country music song.